Let me get 20. Oh yeah, Black Sun in the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Mm. Mm. Um, real quick, just a real quick pop up lineup pop up. Not gonna be here on here too long, so yeah, man, shout out to Rumble, man. Rumble, man. Turnout on Rumble's nice, man. So yeah, man, I'm loving Rumble, man. I'm loving it. So man, shout out to y'all. Man, shout out to some of them platforms over there. Man, I didn't realize how good freedom of speech is, man, until you go to Rumble, man. I didn't realize how much self um self censorship I was doing to myself. Man, Rumble, you could just man, you could let it loose on Rumble. Man, shout out to Rumble. So yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to everybody on that platform, man. We're actually filming live. Watch me get like 100 views on Rumble, about a couple hundred, and maybe like 3 views on goddamn YouTube. Boy, YouTube. Whew. Anywho, man, yeah, shout out to my. Okay, so real quick, y'all. Um, real quick, uh, I wanted to touch on some topics. I wanted to bring up some topics. Um, I know Gynocracy, she probably is en route taking her son to school. Y'all check out Yanga's show yesterday. Shout out to Yanga. It was me, Yang, and MD. It was like almost like a damn reunion. It was a reunion. It was basically, man. Shit, it's a reunion. So shout out to MD. Shout out to Yanga. Me and MD are doing a show tonight. I hope Yanga will join us. Yanga, check your email. Check your email. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna do a show tonight dealing with some local politics. We dealt with actually on Yanga's show, but I wanted to delve more on this manifesto that they're keeping quiet. Now here's where YouTube is about to censor me, even Facebook. So they're not mentioning that it was a transvestite that did the shooting. They want to blame everything else, but take off the focusing that there was a transvestite shooter. So yeah, I'm gonna send a clip to what I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do a segment, and then we're gonna have to do an unfiltered segment where we really go into it on Rumble. So, um, MD, I don't know if you're watching me live, but you know, YouTube is really showing themselves as a real liberal platform. And not only is it a liberal platform, but people who are liberal are going to be excommunicated out of YouTube real soon. And it's very interesting that you don't see the contrast until you get over to Rumble, man. When you go to a Rumble, you're like, whoa, what has been going on? Yeah, so the arenas we get to be in our true nature and our true form, and we can just free flow, man. You know, because like I said, when you're taxing yourself like that, when you're doing self censorship, it just doesn't come off as genuine. So yeah, basically, yeah, we got a transvestite shot up to school. You know, so that person asked me, I think they were either in France or Brazil, asked me, what's going on there in the U.S.? I said, oh, this happens quite often, school shootings, you know. It happens quite often. Every so often, this kind of stuff happens. So, yeah, we're going to deal more with that. Again, if anybody gets a hold of that manifesto, let me know. I think they're going to redact it and they're not going to release it. If not, ever. They might never ever release that manifesto because it goes against the left wing narrative of, you know, it goes against a certain agenda in this country at this present time. So, um, with that being said, I hope my mic sounds good because I know I didn't do a mic check this morning. The sisters did not do a mic check, so um, I hope it sounds okay. Hopefully it sounds good. So yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna be long. I am going to just give y'all, like I said, we're gonna be on tonight at 6. Juju, Juju, what's going on? Hey, Juju, I know Juju's been doing her work. Shout out Juju. I hope you got all them. Hey, Juju. Hope you're getting all your assignments in. I know you are. Shout out to Juju. So yeah, shout out to Juju. Shout out to Juju. Shout out to Juju. So yeah, we want to talk more on that tonight. So yeah, Juju, congratulations on your fast. Juju, I was curious. Do you practice Islam? You said you were fasting, and I know you fasted for a couple of days, and I was just curious. I didn't know if you were practicing Islam. But shout out to Juju. Shout out to the lovely, lovely Juju. Let's see. Shout out to Juju. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, I had to flatten my bed out. So yeah. Shout out, shout out. So um, real interesting turn of events. Not really major events, but just some things that as y'all know, Will Smith is suing Chris Rock, which I know that's old news, y'all. I'm just like, yeah, and right now, because I grew up in a time where you had your Princes, you had your Michael Jacksons, you had the King of Pop, and now music has become so vast with the genres that you really can't pinpoint a king or queen of any genre because you have so many. But when the focus was on, like I said, in my generation, the 80s, when you had like Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Prince, it seems like the music was more entrenched in our daily lives than it is now. I think now it is so vast that music is not even. I don't even. It's almost like we're not even considering what's going on, Angel. I don't even think we're considering music a culture anymore, or it's less of. And I'm so glad that Angel and Juju are here because they're from a whole different. Well, Juju and Ashley, they're from two different generations, but music. Um, and it's funny because I want to challenge Madon Kemet on the whole Tupac thing, but I feel like I feel like me and Madon are two old men talking about an old genre with an old artist. I hate to say this, but I think Tupac is considered an old artist, and I'm like, damn, ooh, because I remember when Tupac wasn't even doing the type of music that he's known for, the revolutionary music and the gangster rap. I remember when he wasn't doing none of that. So that's how far I go back. Damn. So yeah, shout out, man. Shout out. That's why it's always interesting to hear Juju and GTO get on here and talk about music, and get their take on the culture of the generation now. Because, like I said, y'all school me because like I said, I am so out of the hip hop generation. I am so out of. I was never in the R&B situation because I still think it's for women. It's still it's like there's certain movies that's just geared for y'all. You know, Now, there are neutral movies that I think men and women enjoy, like this new John Wick. I'm hearing a lot of buzz about John Wick. All John Wick is a continuation of the Matrix, from what I hear, because it was described to me, but I haven't seen it yet. But the fight sequence scenes, and then have Lawrence Fishburne in there, so it's basically a continuation of that love for that type of movie, that type of action. Because most of the John Wick movies I've seen, they were okay. That's why I was like, when it was described to me, oh, you gotta see it, this and that. I'm like, really? Because the three John Wicks before, they were just okay, just like a typical USA action flick. So I guess they added more special effects, more CGI, more enhancements to the movies. I want to say more Matrix enhancements to the movies to kind of give a wink and a nod to the Matrix. So I'll check it out eventually because like I said, I'm getting a lot of reviews, a lot of good reviews, especially from the sisters. I'm like, okay, let me check it out. So I will be checking that movie out. And but like I said, even with movies, and it's funny. I was making fun of Angel because Solar played I don't know if it was Sisters. It was some damn TV show, and Angel made a good. No, I'm sorry, not Angel. Solar made a good point, saying that the women were all on Valentine's Day, all having Valentine's Day with their girls, and I was jokingly saying, I think I jokingly said to Angel, watch that, cause it's kind of stuff you watch, Angel, and I tease not only Angel, but I tease sisters, period, on some of the shows y'all be watching. But somebody could tease me because you know I never thought in a million years that I would be promoting like a Tyler Perry show. Like, as y'all know, if y'all been, I don't know how long y'all been on YouTube and the many platforms I've been on, I've been of a big proponent of Ruthless. I love that show. Now, I've been in discussions with sisters, and I'm like, and I've always asked this question: does that show put black people in a bad light? Because I've heard that, and I'm like, I don't think it puts black people per se in a bad light. I think it puts religious fanatics in a bad light who just so happen to be black. Yeah, Tyler Perry shows ain't my cup of tea. No, they're not mine either, Juju. And I can't remember how I came across Ruthless, but I did. And I was like, whoa, okay. Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry lives here in Atlanta, Georgia. We've had several cults come out of Georgia. Like you know, we've had several people settle here in Georgia, Putnam County. One that comes to mind immediately is Dr. York. But I say that to say this, yo. Um, you know, let me give you an example. Like I don't want to put the person's name out there, but I'm gonna just say there's a person that I know who's a DJ here in Atlanta, right? I like his plays and some movies. So, Juju, I remember back in the day when he was on the Chitlin circuit doing the plays. So I do remember that. Now I will say this. Um, I will say this because, like I said, I've seen the whole hype around Tyler Perry, and like I said, the Medea and all that. And Medea's funny, you know what I'm saying? Not really my cup of tea either, but this Ruthless, man, this. But see, he has a show called Sisters, which is more, like I said, kind of like that thing that Solar played that night. And I'm not, of course, I'm not into that. But the whole Ruthless thing, man, it's Ruthless is very interesting. And like I said, you know, I've seen a lot of cult movies, like with David Koresh. I've seen Heaven's Gates. I've seen a lot of compound cult movies, and let me tell you, uh, Tyler Perry, he did, but I guess you know what, you have to be into that kind of stuff because I'm into like just studying cults, you know, religious fanaticism and all that. I like watching documentaries on that kind of stuff and research that kind of stuff. Dude, are you serious? You know there's only 3 lanes, right? And 2 of those lanes are non-exit lanes. Yeah, figure it out. I'm sorry, a little road rage. So I say that to say this, y'all. I think he did a very good job. I think he did a very good job. If you're into that kind of stuff, which I am, Ruthless is the perfect show because it shows all levels. Oh man, it just like I said, if it may not be your cup of tea, um, you might watch it one time and be disgusted with it. Like I said, I watched it. It took me one time to watch it and be like, oh, this is off the chain. So again, yeah. So yeah, shout out to Tyler Perry. I've actually worked for him a couple of times. I think he's building either a horse. He's building a horse ranch slash church slash mansion slash airport, all into one. So yeah, we help deliver some materials over there. So yeah, shout out to Tyler Perry. Yeah, again, yeah, Ruthless is a very interesting show. I would say watch it at least one time. And if you don't like it, I get it. But watch it one time. Watch it one time and tell me what y'all think of it, because yeah, it's a very interesting show. And it's not like his typical stuff, because apparently it's not a comedy. So don't be expecting no type of comedy at all. You know, um, it's supposed to be having like a spinoff, like of the Ovals. I don't know. I don't like the Ovals, but Rootless and the Ovals are actually related to each other. They're a spinoff of each other, but the Ovals is boring as hell to me. I'm just like, I can't get into that. But the Rootless, I can get into. Man, it's just, man, I don't know. It has that. For those of you that like, I don't know if you guys like, what's that show? Walking Dead. It's almost like they're using the same studio because it had that same type of filter and the camera, that same type of course, it's here in Georgia. But yeah, if you like the production wise of Walking Dead, then you'll like Ruthless. I think they'd be using the same studio, same compounds. I don't know, but anywho, yeah. So like I said, real quick, yeah, we're gonna do a show tonight. Tonight at 6:30, MD and I, we're gonna, like I said, touch more. Just do our political show. Touch on that. And tomorrow I got the Arena Abroad. Sunday we got Nature Mom. Sunday. Now I know we do a show early with Nature Mom. I mean, really, really early in the morning. I'd be wanting y'all to join on. Shout out to E Bizzle, but I get it. Sometimes, Nature Mom be wanting to go like at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I get it, time difference. So, but some of y'all that catch it on the back end, like don't catch it live at the back end, shout out to y'all. Shout out, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to the subscribers, people hitting the likes and shares, man. Thank you, man. I thank you. Nature Mom, thank you. MD, GTO, the family, Juju, man. Angel, man. Shout out to everybody. As y'all know, this Sunday, well, let me make this announcement since I'm here too. This Sunday at 6 on SVDL, MD's going to have a house session. So y'all be ready for that. I'm excited. I'm excited about MD coming to the arena, man. Y'all know he's a reparationist. So that's going to be exciting right there. As y'all know, I agree with. Um, Not only do I agree with MD on reparations, I agree with his views on ADOS and Cobra and all these different organizations. Um, he definitely brings a perspective that's very unique in the whole reparations movement. So yeah, shout out to MD. Um, yeah, y'all. I'm not gonna stay very long, but like I said, oh, y'all can hear my voice. Let me get some water. Out of water, damn. Drinking a lot of water because of the damn pollen. The pollen chews up my voice, so I have to stay hydrated. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I said, this Sunday at 6, I believe. I believe it's at 6. We're gonna have MD. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait. Can't wait. 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 Um, I believe Rio's interview is tonight as well. Oh snap! Okay, okay. So we're gonna postpone. We're gonna have to postpone that. Oh snap! I'm glad you mentioned that, Angel. I didn't know. I didn't know Rio's interview was tonight, man. Yeah, Rio, top dog, man. Rio is top debater, man. He is hard to. I mean, yeah, man. Shout out to Rio. Shout out to Rio. Hmm. Ah, shout out to Rio. I like some of his plays and movies. Yeah, Juju. Like I said, I agree with you on that. Like I said, Juju. If you can, if you got time, because I know you're really busy. Um, if you can just watch one show and just let me know what you think of it. You might like it, you might not. I don't know, but just yeah, let me know what you think of it. Um, like I said, I think it's one of. I'm kind of biased, but I think Ruthless is one of his best shows ever. I really, 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 man, think last one of his best works ever. But you know, again, that type of storyline and that type of that kind of stuff has always been an interest of mine. Like I said, even um, getting a black person take on cults is very interesting. And how black putting black people in that situation is just very interesting. You know, but black people are no stranger to cults. Jim Jones had a lot of black members, so you know. Um, it's very interesting. Like I say, just if you can, when you get time, I know you're very busy with your assignments and all that, Juju, but if you could just check it out and let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think. I'd like to get your take on that. But again, yeah, so we got Rio tonight. So we got Rio. So let's see. No, don't postpone on. Wait, I'm not sure. And if it does happen, it will be at 8. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Cool, cool. Because we planned it for 6:30. So, oh, that'll be perfect then, Angel. That means we can go. We can do the show and boom, just go right into the interview with Rio. So, okay, cool. Okay, so that works out for me. Cool, man. Shout out to Rio, man. Shout out to Rio. Um, Rio and Yanga have a religious debate. So I guess on tap. Everything else, I'll check it out. Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem, Juju, man. I appreciate that. I'll try during fasting month. I'll try to focus on prayer a lot. Oh, okay, okay. So, Juju, okay, Juju, you practice Islam. Okay, okay. I didn't know Juju practice Islam. I did not know that. I did not know. I did not know. I believe now. Yanga told me that Angel is Muslim, but I didn't know Juju was Muslim. Wow, did not know that. Okay, okay, cool. Learning a lot. Learning a lot. So yeah, so yeah, Rio. It's funny because now I can bring up this topic. So Rio and Yanga are having a religious debate about Isaac and Ishmael. So you know that's going to be very interesting. I don't think Rio has ever. I'm assuming because I don't know because I know Minister Howe has done religious debates in season one and season two. So I'm not going to say I don't think Rio has ever faced a debate like that. I actually think he has. But like I said, yeah, got Yanga. And I learned something about Yanga. He said, yeah, he used to do religious debates back in the day. So this is going to be very interesting, being that both Rio and Yanga have evolved and now they're going back into their bag with the whole religious thing. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And um, that's going to be interesting indeed. Indeed, a very interesting debate on Ishmael and Isaac. So um, let me say this for y'all who don't know the story of Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael is kind of like the lineage of the Muslims. Ishmael Isaac is like the lineage of the Christians and the Jews. So that's going to be very. Hold on. That is going to be a very good debate between Rio. Rio's going to represent, and Yang is going to represent. So yeah, both sides are going to be represented. Um, I can't call a winner. Oh, Rio's going to give a great show, but Yang is going to give a great show too. They both can put on. Um, I'm only going to say this because I've never heard Yang do a religious debate. So this is going to be new for me. In all the years that I've known Yanga, and Yanga will tell you, man, we, I mean, I've never heard him. I mean, we've had like, no, you know what? Even in the arena, man, we never had like, we've had like I used to have a Gideon, who's a Hebrew Israelite, on the panel, and then we would have like subjects around like gay marriage and real controversial topics on the arena. But Yanga has never really like we have never really talked like religion. We've always talked like, me and Yanga, we've always talked politics. We've never talked religion. So, yeah, this is going to be, I can't call it. Man, shout out to Yanga. Shout out to Rio. I can't call it because I've never heard, I mean, I know Yanga's debate skills and I know Rio's debate skills. I know both of these skills, but when it comes to religion, I don't know both of these. It's going to be interesting because I know Rio is very good with his craft and Yang is good with his craft, but when it comes to religion, religion is a whole different, like, how do you prove that? How do you prove religion? How do yeah, that's going to be interesting. Not only is it going to be interesting, Yanga is willing to take on this religious debate using the Bible. He said he's not going to use the Quran. He's going to use the Bible because I know a lot of Muslims tend to uh, go into the Bible and then they'll go with the Quran and then they'll work both of them. But he's saying that he's not going to even work the Quran part. He's going to work the Bible part. So I was like, Yanga, oh, this is going to be interesting. So shout out to Yanga, and you're taking on Rio, who actually he's taking on Mr. Howe. He's not even taking on Rio because Rio was done with religious debates. So it's actually Yanga versus Minister Howe. So yeah, that's gonna be entertaining because like I said, when it comes to religious debates, y'all know, shout out to Scheme. Scheme makes those things exciting. So shout out to Scheme, but I think Yanga and Minister Howe are gonna make that interesting debate. So outside of Scheme, I'm gonna have to say this is gonna be an exciting religious debate. And I thought I heard it all, but like I said, I've never heard religious people, especially, talk about Ishmael and Isaac. And now I've been in some circles where people have talked about Ishmael and Isaac, but as far as the internet is concerned, no, I've never heard that being brought about. But I've heard plenty of conversations, especially here in Georgia, man. I run across um, brothers who are Muslims and who are Christians and who are Hebrew Israelites and 5%ers, God on earth, and all. I run into all these people on the streets, and I have random, hey, what's going on, E? What's going on, E? Man, man, glad you're here, E. Man, I'm just chopping it up real quick. Like I said, we're gonna have a show tonight at 6:30, and then Rio's gonna have an interview at 8. So we got it lined up for tonight. We got it jam packed for tonight. And again, y'all check out Yanga show. Me, Yanga, and MD were on there yesterday. Man, good conversation. Um, you know, Yanga attacked Trump, so I had to come in there and I had to goddamn put some things in perspective when it come to Trump. You know, y'all know I'm a Trump supporter, so yeah, good show. I always like to spar with Yanga on the whole Trump topic. Um, but yeah, real quick, y'all. I just like I said, Minister Howe and Yanga debating Ishmael and Isaac is going to be is going to be interesting. And for Blackson, y'all know I'm an atheist. For me to say it's going to be an interesting debate, a religious debate, y'all know it's going to be good. Y'all know it's going to be good. So again, um, very good religious topic. That's a very good religious topic around Ishmael and Isaac. And in fact, I perceive not only this being a good debate, but it's going to I think it's going to be a classic, and it's going to, I guess, shift the conversation as far as religious debates. It's going to shift the conversation. Like I said, the whole Ishmael and Isaac. This debate could be a turning point. It's going to be a turning point for one of those guys, either for Yanga or Minister Howe. Now, when I say a turning point, meaning no, nobody's not going to convert nobody, but I think it's going to, somebody's going to be schooled in that debate. Somebody's going to be schooled. And like I said, I've never seen a religious debate from neither one of them, but because I know the topic, and y'all might be like, son, you atheist. How you know about Ishmael and Isaac? Well, I know there's many atheists here on YouTube, but my atheist is how my atheism has been formulated. It's like there's an old saying, you study yourself up out of the religions, and that's what happened to me. You know what I mean? I'm born an atheist, but what I'm saying is I have to learn what it is that I disagree with. I can't just say, oh, I'm an atheist. You got people, oh, I'm an atheist, I don't believe. No, man, I have to actually read it and know what I'm disagreeing with. And yeah, I'm pretty well read in a lot of those texts, those books, lists, and all that stuff. I own a lot of those books. And like I said, I've studied a lot. Well, when I say study, just meaning read. I wasn't devout a Christian or a Muslim or a Hebrew Israelite, but I just read those things just to get a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be ignorant to what a lot of people, I mean, they live by religion. They live by Islam. They live by Christianity, being a Hebrew Israelite. So, I just read it and kind of get a perspective of it, and like I said, I can, now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. If I wanted to, I could be one of the best goddamn religious debaters ever, but it just, you know, it just doesn't do nothing for me as far as just excite me. But what I want to do now, man, I think I just want to do like fun debates. Like I said, if y'all remember the Asar Blackson debate, Jimi Hendrix and Tony Iommi, that was fun. And so Madon Kemet, even though I have all my points, I just want to do a fun debate. I know Solar said that I won't, the points won't count for me, but I just want to do it for fun. So the topic I'm gonna have is, was Tupac Shakur marketed for the women? Was Tupac Shakur marketed for women? I say yes. I say yes. And not only do I have the information to back it, I got documentations for days, and I got, like I said, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have sources and everything. I'm gonna be, y'all know, I'm gonna come sourced up on that debate. I just can't come and say, oh, Tupac is designed just for women. People gonna look at me like, oh, you just talking shit. So y'all know I'm gonna back up what I'm saying, and I'm gonna make it fun for y'all because I know a lot of my debates are so technical and so much. It's almost like a dang movie. So much information. Try to push in the open end for 5 minutes and 10 minutes. So I want to do more fun debates that are more relatable. And I think, like I said, the music debates are a whole lot more relatable for the commissioners, for the judges, for the crowd. You know, I think I'll be losing y'all with some of these pipeline debates and uh, Ukrainian Russian debates, man. Um, I think I'll be losing y'all with that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing more fun debates, more fun, music related. Because I know you guys' ears perk up when I talk about music, So I want to do a lot of music, a lot of because it's funny. I think Solar did a show last night talking about hip hop and Hispanics. Hip hop and Hispanics. Yeah, I'm assuming Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans. Um, play a big part in hip hop. Oh, let me drop the link. Let me drop the link. Hold on, man, because I'm about to talk about some hip hop and Puerto Ricans. So now I got to drop the link. No, I got to drop the link because they play a especially in East Coast hip hop, they play a very, 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 very big part in your East Coast hip hop culture. And so, um, again, hip hop is so vast. It is so vast. It is so multicultural. It is so multi generational. And with all that being said, I almost feel like hip hop almost has an age limit on it too, because it's like I think now I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce when it comes to hip hop. I'm lost because I'm from a generation that's considered like old. It's an old generation. Um, your Ice Cubes, your NWAs, your Public Enemies, and these are two different. And even within that, you're talking about two different coasts. Even in Texas, you had the Ghetto Boys. All that is considered old now, like classic hip hop. Like, damn, is that a real term now? Classic hip hop? Damn, classic hip hop. So yeah, classic hip hop. So yeah, I think that hip hop is so like okay. I was listening to like okay, so to me, I think let me just say this. You got mumble rap. Young Jock is the original. Well, no, I wouldn't even say he's mumble rap because you got the you go in the hood, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. It's like what the fuck is that? It's not even rapping. Like, but newer generation. And Young Jock is real popular out here in the South. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Meet me in the hood, it's going down. I'm like, that's rap. Oh my God! But that's from the South too. But hey, um, then you got people from like Chicago. You know, rap is like I said, it's really when I go it's just a generational thing. Like I said, because the person, oh, right, sir, you don't like Tupac? You don't like? No, of course I like Tupac, but When I say I'm thinking of the generation now. I'm not thinking about my generation when I go So it's funny how a person, when I go hip hop, when I be like and they're like, oh, you don't like NWA, and then they go back to my generation, and it's like the generations are clear. It's like when I go I'm representing the old generation going at the new generation. But I mean, it happens in every generation with music. So what I'm doing is nothing new. What, the whole reaction of the old generation looking down upon the next generation, we're always going to do that. And I'm sure the generation after that is going to do that to the people currently into the theme and music that they're into. So every generation you're going to get it's just the nature of how things go. Okay, y'all gotta excuse me. I have to drink some water constantly because of the pollen. My voice will start going. But yeah, um, yeah. I think even with the whole generational thing, I think even with well, I almost want to say with the whole R&B, I think R&B is more acceptable now for men than it was back then when I was growing up. Because, like I said, when I was growing up, um, you had R&B, but then you had like, so like your Zap. Y'all can, well, I don't see that's old school right there. Like somebody might consider Zap as R&B, but a lot of the old heads that I remember before the gangster rap came out, they were listening to Zap on the West Coast, LA Dream Team and all that. But see, when I talk about R&B, I'm talking about your R. Kelly's, your Aaron Hall's, your these are guys just singing specifically for women. Your Aaron Halls. Yeah, okay. I haven't been a fan of that genre of music in a long time. Right. Um, right. Juju. And I know Juju, I'm assuming Juju likes dancehall, Afrobeat, Afrobeat, uh, dancehall, Afrobeats, reggaeton, I'm assuming. I don't know. I like R. Kelly. He's still my favorite. Okay, so right. Now I'm gonna say this, Juju, and I'm gonna assume that Angel likes. I'm gonna assume GTO likes R. Kelly. I mean, minus what he did. I'm gonna just say he didn't hypothetically do what he did. A lot of people women would still be listening to his music, and I think a lot of people still listen to his music, just don't tell anybody about it after the whole, you know, scandal and everything. I think people still closetedly listen to R. Kelly, but that's just, because I think if you make good music, um, I think a lot of people are going to still listen to your music if it's good music. If they consider your music good and top notch, and it's like how you saying with R. Kelly, you know, he's a talented individual. So yeah, I think people still going to listen. I like dancehall and Afrobeats. You know, Juju, Afrobeats. You say Afrobeats. Now, I'm going to ask you one question, and I'm going to ask you one question only. Do you listen to Fela Kuti? That's all I need to know. Because you said Afrobeats with an S at the end. So you got Afrobeat and you got Afrobeats. Afrobeats came after Afrobeat, but Afrobeat, that's interesting old history. But I just want to know if Juju, that, okay, Gotham City joint, still tough. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ebizzle, man. Shout out to Ebizzle, man. Um, yeah, man. And I think the way MD explained it, R. Kelly was like the crossover between R&B and hip hop or gangster rap or whatever. You know, again, the whole genres started, especially for black music. I mean, it really started spreading during the '90s. Like I said, you had the New Jack Swing, you had Bell Biv DeVoe, you had all of them. I remember all these groups coming out, and on my musical journey, because remember, this was right after the NWAs, and hip hop was going in a direction, rock was going in a direction. Everything in the '90s was kind of cross. They were kind of crossing each other during the '90s, because you had your Lollapaloozas, and with your Lollapaloozas, you had the infusions of all these different types of music when they would do these festivals. Because at the end of the day, the people that put these festivals together, it's all about capitalism. They wanted to make money, so they just infused all these different styles. So you might see a Erica Badu, and then a Nine Inch Nails, and then you might see a Papa Roach with a Outcast. You might, it was, it was a weird infusion, but those Lollapaloozas made a lot of money. So money wise, oh, it was a good move. It was a good move. Now music wise, I think it was something that was done that's not new, because they did that back in the '50s too. Y'all don't even realize it. Like your James Browns, your Rolling Stones, um, your Doors. Well, no, I think the Doors. Well, yeah, let's just say the Doors. They did that kind of stuff back in the day during the '50s and '60s. They had musical festivals that were very similar to the Lollapaloozas nowadays. Now, I don't even know what they call it now. When I was growing up, it was Lollapalooza. It might be something new now. Like Atlanta, Georgia has so many type of music festivals, and like I've told y'all before, I think I told Angel, I like going to the house events myself. The house events are very exciting. They have what they call the Weekender out here in Atlanta, and some of your top DJs, not only from here, from Atlanta, but from Chicago, Detroit, New York, New Jersey, Florida, uh, from different places, come here to Atlanta, and they be having these week-long festivals like around September. And let me tell you, man, if y'all want to have an absolute good time in Atlanta, I recommend y'all come during the Weekender, during House in the Park. Oh yeah, Frankie Knuckles, what? Ah! See, E. Pizzle knows. See, oh yeah, he went to the Godfather. You went to the Godfather. Frankie Knuckles. Oh shit. Oh yeah, E. Pizzle, man. Oh yeah, you would fit right in the goddamn House in the Park, bro. You fit right in, bro. You would, yeah, man. You would fit right in, bro. You would love it. Yeah, House in the Park, man. It's. And then you got the house scene in Atlanta, because like I said, it's funny because I think I was talking to Angel, and we talked about how people sometimes get the house confused with the rave scene confused with the well, you got house, you got rave, you got techno, you got all these things. Now, Atlanta has all that. Atlanta has all of that. We have all those that I just mentioned. Like I said, the soul house community, the techno, the raves. Which is more white people, but we have all that. We have all that here. We have and we have so many genres and in so many communities, because you have Ariel. Ariel, he's from Israel, and he brings a whole, like, people who are from, like, Israel. They have their own little enclave scene down here, and it's off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they do more of a what do they call that? They call that, I just call it dark techno or something. But anyway, they got, it's like you got enclaves of pockets of different people. Like I said, subgenres of music down here. So, man, the music scene is really nice. The art scene down here is nice. The restaurant scene down here is nice. Atlanta really has an eclectic uh, cultures, like I said, of art, music, dance, dining, all that. It's everything. You will not have a dull moment in Atlanta. Like I said, y'all be seeing Blackson on here working and on YouTube and angry because I be driving, I be having road rage. But no, let me tell you, Black Sun is a fun person, man. I'm one of these days. I'm gonna get a GoPro and I'm gonna take y'all with me. We gonna have just a little adventure. I'm gonna take y'all. In fact, because I told both my sons I'm gonna take them to the Netherworld this year. I'm gonna take y'all to some of the house events with me. I'm gonna get a GoPro. I'm gonna just show y'all how Black Sun rolls. I'm gonna take y'all to the haunted house. I'm gonna take y'all to some of the restaurants that I go to. Now, even though y'all will see the restaurants I can't go to, I feel like I'm not gonna even do it justice because y'all not gonna be able to smell some of the food. Y'all will see the food, but y'all not gonna be able to smell or taste some of the food that I got. You know, so um, because y'all people that make fun of vegans, oh, I'm gonna take y'all to Tassili's. I'm gonna take y'all to some places, and y'all gonna be like, yeah, like I said, y'all come to Atlanta. Atlanta will change your life culturally. It will change your life, especially if you are a black person. Now, it may not change your life drastically if you're from New York or from LA, but if you're not either from New York or LA, even if you're from like a place around New York, like New Jersey or Philly, even if you're from Chicago, even if you're from, I don't know, Texas, Florida, Miami, it don't matter. Atlanta will change your life. And I don't care what tourist city y'all have been in, Atlanta will change your life. Like I said, just with the art museum, like it's just, oh, it's sad. It's sad because we got neighbors like Alabama, we got neighbors like South Carolina, or South Carolina, but we got all these neighboring states, and even in Georgia. But when y'all come to Atlanta, y'all be like, damn, it's just so much to do here, y'all. So again, I want to be able to take y'all with me. Take y'all with me. Now, I was going to do another show, but this show's only going to be once a year. I'm going to go to different places. I hate I didn't do it last year. I went to Vegas and I went to some of the top notch. I'm gonna do like vegan tours. The reason I'm gonna do vegan tours is because a lot of y'all, when y'all have a perception and mentality of vegan food, y'all close. Oh, I need my meat, but I just want to just share and show y'all just some of the options. And I'm not trying to convert y'all. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to show you that hey, it's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. It's not bad at all. It's actually it's not actually not bad at all. But I'm gonna take y'all to some of these restaurants. I'm gonna take you to some of the clubs. I'm gonna take y'all to some of the art exhibits. Um, let's see, clubs, art exhibits. Yeah, I'm gonna take y'all to the Newcastle art displays. I'm gonna take y'all to that. Yeah, I'm gonna get the GoPro real soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. Like I said, it's not gonna be a daily thing that I'll do, but it's gonna be something that I do. Is this an accident right here? Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, thank you. They had an accident on the hill? Oh wow. How do you get an accident in the quarry? New Jacks. Alright, y'all. Well, like I said, y'all join us tonight. Like I said, starting at 6:30, me and MD, and then we're gonna transition over to SVDL and check out Rio's interview, man. Shout out to Rio, shout out to MD, shout out to Ebizzle, shout out to Juju. Glad you got over your, glad you get your assignments done, Juju. Shout out to Angel, shout out to everybody in the chat. And y'all, I am going to see y'all tonight. See y'all tonight. And like I said, 6:30 tonight. And then we're going to go all the way up into Rio's interview. So y'all check that out too. And like I said, Sunday will be MDs and hound sessions. So yeah, y'all check that out. So with that being said, we out, y'all. Peace. See y'all tonight.